your most or highest earning since you started?
Okay, so it fluctuates, but my highest that I've done in a week is...
And how much was your highest earnings from Takealot per week? In this video, I'll be going around asking Takealot sellers how much they make. I hope this inspires you. But it doesn't matter how much the other person or the other businesswoman or man started with. You can start with as little capital as you have and still make profit. But it's going to take time compared to somebody who is starting with a lot of capital. When did you start selling on Takealot?
I started selling on Takealot August of 2023. Yeah.
How much was your capital when you started selling?
The startup capital I used was around 350 Rand for my first products. That's the first time I started selling.
And how many products were you selling?
I was selling 3 different products.
How many quantity did you buy for the first time?
I bought 6 of each product. So in total I had 18 products. So I bought 6 units for each different product I was selling.
And how much was your highest earnings from Takealot?
Profit was 2,400 and then in revenue it was 3,600.
Are you doing this full-time or part-time?
I'm doing it part-time.
And what is your advice to Takealot sellers or aspiring Takealot sellers?
If you're aspiring Takealot seller, my biggest advice is to just try it out. Even if you make mistakes in the beginning, you'll get it right. I don't think you have to master it before you start. I think the best thing is you should just start and get it wrong.
Yeah. He is earning about 2,000 Rand while he's doing it part-time, meaning that if you can do this full-time, you can even make more money than in Zalo. When did you start selling on Takealot?
I started in March 2023.
Okay, that's just almost a year now. And how much did you start with when you started your business in the beginning?
I started with around 600 rands.
And how many products and units did you buy with 600 rands?
I bought 5 products and 5 items on each product.
So 5 products and 5 items each. So those were 25 units in total. And how much was your highest earnings from Takealot per week?
It was 6,200 rands.
Wow, that's a lot. Are you doing this full-time or part-time?
I'm doing it part-time.
And what is your advice to aspiring Takealot sellers?
It's not an easy process, but once you get used to it, it will be worth it.
When did you start selling on Takealot?
I started in November of 2021.
That's not too long ago. And what has been your most or highest earning since you started?
Okay, so it fluctuates, but my highest that I've done in a week is 12,000 Rand.
And when you started, what was your startup capital?
I used about 20,000 Rand, just over 20,000 Rand.
And how many units did you buy in the beginning?
I ordered 200 units of my product.
That's a lot. And also your first or your biggest earnings are a lot. So are you doing this full-time or part-time?
No, I have a full-time job. This was just part-time, but I intend on focusing on it more this year.
And still you're making a lot while doing this part-time. So when you do this full-time, I hope you're going to be a 6-figure or 7-figure earner soon. But what is your advice to aspiring Takealot sellers?
I would place an emphasis on the learning phase. Takealot and online selling is something that's generally very new, especially in South Africa. And the skills you need to be able to become a successful seller are not things that you can learn from a degree or that we learn from school. So I notice a lot of people are very apprehensive when it comes to spending money on education. You need to be able to learn from experienced sellers instead of making mistakes on your own, which can be very expensive. So I would say invest in your learning, invest in people like you who are teaching people, because you get to learn from people's experiences and not the hard way.
So you see, she's doing this part-time, but she was able to earn about 12,000 a week. Imagine if you can do this full-time. So that's Antoinette, and she's doing this part-time while she's also working.